Hey everybody, this is Yali from Mojo, Yacht, and you're watching Fridays at Foster's.
You might have been expecting Dennis, but this is a Juan week. Let's get started with this week. These guys better be working. We gotta start knocking some out. We're under some tight schedules. It's my job to get them done. Dennis doesn't want excuses, wants solutions. So we're gonna go drive around, pitch off some employees. So as you can see, folks, we have completed all our interior carpentry as far as the framework's concerned. So now we're glassing everything in back to the way it was. All the frame were glassed in originally. So everything that we've replaced, we're starting to glass in, including the forward bulkhead. So you can see the forward bulkhead is complete, separating the bedroom from anchor locker. And I'll show you the anchor locker when we go back outside. So the important steps is to always go back to the drawings and make sure that we have the measurements required to put this bulkhead where it belongs. And one of the challenges we had is that we have the existing wiring. Now obviously when this is brand new, you build the bulkhead, then you just drill the holes and run your wires. But since the wires are already there, we didn't want to have to cut wires and reconnect wires. So what we did is we actually built the bulkhead with the wires already in place. As you can see, if you look into the corners, you see the wires going right to the bulkhead that we're glassing in now. So what we're taking care of now is making sure that we don't add any fiberglass to the wires, because that would ruin the wires. I think it's amazing. Hey folks, so as you can see, I wanted to show you the forward section of this forward bulkhead or the anchor locker. It's a small anchor locker, but it only houses a chain. You already saw us glassing it from the other side. Once we're done on the other side, we'll come back in this side and we'll re-glass the whole bulkhead on this side as well. Oh, it's gonna be great. Back to manufacturer. Can't go wrong if you build it like the company did. And now that the bulkhead's in and we're starting to glass it in, you can tell it's nice and solid. I mean, that is strong. It's even stronger than Brandon's last relationship.
Hey!
Blisters and whatnots. And we went ahead and we put high build on it yesterday. We've sanded it back down again. We're getting ready to finish the minor primer areas that we need to finish priming. And then we've already primed the house, so we're gonna start painting from the top to the bottom. You always wanna paint from the top, working your way down. Then the last thing is the hull, and you're done. Let's see what other mysteries we can find. We're gonna get ready to put this boat in the water and get a water scum line so we can do the bottom. And then hopefully we're gonna sea trial it. Once we sea trial it, now the owner wants us to buy him a trailer for it. So hopefully we'll put it in a trailer and he can drive it away. So you see they're just finishing up their fine tuning, making sure that everything's going to be running perfect. Once they're done with all their fine tuning, we got the batteries installed, we're getting all the electronics completed, then it's just a matter of sea trialing, make sure it runs good. It was a little scary when we first came here. That's why we used to call it a scary scarab. Not so scary anymore.
What's up guys? It's a new day, a new dawn, a new Dennis, and most importantly, a new week. Let me walk you guys through what I got going on here this week. Come on over here. So here's our 42 tender here. It's a really nice tender, just came to us. We're gonna be doing the bottom paints. We're gonna sand the bottom, put a little bottom paint on there, spot prime where the raw areas are. We're gonna be painting the whole inside. As you see right now, it's like a metallic gunmetal gray color, and we're gonna be painting the whole top white, including the top T-top frame there. And the engines, the Yamaha engines will be all in white. Everything from that rubber raft up will be all in white and look nice and clean and white, leaving the black hull still intact. So when we get done with this, it'll look nice and custom, as everything on the inside will now be white. Oh, look at this. For once, they're actually working. Look at this. How you doing? What you got there? Are you listening to music or what's going on? No music? All right, you're just blocking out your ears from over there. Okay. All right, get back to work. So here we are in our 65 Marquis problem solver here, and here's what we got going on. The guys have just finished up the blisters on the bottom. You can see they're putting the primer, which has already been applied on the gray, and now they're putting the first coat of anti-fouling bottom paint here, which is our Micron CSC. And wait, what is this? All right, so here's what we got. I found me some whoop-de-doos and imperfections here, and I'm really not happy about this. I don't like the way this looks. The sander jumped on them. You can see a bunch of indentation and whoop-de-doos all the way down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a team on here tomorrow, and here's how we're gonna fix it. We're gonna smooth it all out, probably put another couple coats of primer, and then reapply the bottom paint. And we might have to fill a few areas, because if you look over here, you can see where the sander got away from them. You just have to fill that with some fairing compound so it looks good, because this is below our standards and I'm not gonna accept this.
Was it you guys?
No.
No.
You guys?
No.
It wasn't us. It wasn't
I'm
us.
gonna find out who it was. Not everything's peaches and cream, and you get some mistakes on the boat, but the key is being able to fix them and solve them and not let it ruin your day. What we have here is we did all the blisters here. This had a bunch of bubbles and blisters you'll see in the last episode. And we fixed and repaired all these blisters, blocked them down. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this hydraulic swim platform assembly. We're gonna sandblast all the metal and clean it up, and then we'll prime everything and apply bottom paint, the same process we're doing to the bottom over there. And then the metal will get what's called Trilux 33, TBT, tributyl tin. That's what you want to use specifically for the metal for the anti-fouling, not the same bottom paint you're putting on the bottom. And if that's not enough for you, let's look at this heavy baby right here. We got our solid stainless steel shafts, Aquanet 22. We took out the shafts. They were a little off, around 5,000s. They should be 3 to 4,000s. So we tweaked them and straightened them out. We changed out the new cutlass bearings in there, and then we're going to do an alignment when we put the shafts back in here. Also, if you see, we dropped the rudders. We're going to be changing the rudder seals in the carriers. As the rudder table over there, the seals were bad in the carriers. So we're going to change that, put the rudders back in, and then the only thing that's going to have the prop speed application here will be the shafts and the props. Everything else will be done in the Trilux 33, as I just previously explained.
We're looking for basically bubbles. So as soon as I get it up to full pressure, I'm going to start using this leak detector. I'm going to spray it on all the fittings, anything that is a penetration, anything that is a question. Maybe there's an area of corrosion that could be a potential pinhole that is causing fuel to weep out or water to weep in. So it's our means for identifying a good or faulty fuel tank.
My guys messed up and put a few gouges on the side of the boat. You know, you gotta understand too, they were underneath with sanders going. It's on us, we're gonna fix it. So as you can see, we put fairing everywhere where they had a gouge. Then we body work the fairing to a nice perfect flat surface. Then we can complete our bottom paint. Next step is let this cure, then we come back and sand it flat. Once we have it sanded flat, we'll prime these areas. Once we completed all the primer, we'll go ahead and apply 2 coats of bottom paint. It should be good to go.
Hi, I'm Troy. We got the pressure testing done and the fuel tanks. Everything's holding up fine. We set in the live bait wells today, the lean post and trim controls. Got all that finished up, and oh, and a new front deck hatch. That's done too. It's been a long project, and it's moving along and it's coming to its final stages.
All right, folks, that does it for the service this week. Now tonight, we got something exciting going on. We're gonna be hosting our first crew party with LMC. Why don't we show you some roll of that? Alright folks, didn't that seem like a blast? I just can't wait to experience it. And like always, we'll see you next Fridays at Foster's.